really great competition out in Nairobi as well. We had a men's 200. I feel this was one of the other big headline races that we had this weekend. I saw people talking about a lot. Courtney Lindsey versus Letsile Tebogo. Courtney Lindsey, I guess a rookie right now, first pro year out of, Texas Tech last season. Did the 200, won by thousandths of a second, ran a time of 19.71. Able to beat Letsile Tebogo in that, who also ran a time of 19.71. And it's been on like a heater this year. Like he's had some, I think he broke the 300-meter world record, something like that. And so he broke that. He's shown some dominance in the 100, 400. He's been doing a lot of stuff. Like, what's this meaning for a guy first year out of college to get a big win like this at the Diamond League?
I think it's huge. I think Courtney he made the team last year, but I think he's kind of solidified himself to this point, at least, that he's going to be a heavy hitter out of the United States, right? Like the 200, 100 field's already ridiculously stacked. We know that. You got Noah, you got Kenny, you got Christian, you got Fred, you got all these guys, right? And I'm probably forgetting some. Those are just ones that just rambled off. But Courtney to be running in this type of form this early in his first year training in this type of system is very impressive. Like I said, I think he's put himself into a different conversation now, right?
Yeah. I mean, where are you, like right now, I would have probably said before the season, Courtney Lindsey, I would have had him at all right, you can make a final for the USAs. I think you can make final. I didn't think he was going to be, on making the team contention yet. At least that's where I had him. And then now it's like, all right, I seem to be completely wrong. Like you are on that. Not only could you make a team, like you can definitely, like you're definitely on that. Like I think you'll play a pivotal part in a potential, be on that 4x1, or maybe be able to shake some things up. Could he win the 200 for USA? I don't think it's going to be. I don't know if anyone's beaten Noah Lyles, and Kenny Bednarek, showed some other stuff in that 100, which I'm sure we'll get into as well. But it's he can play a pivotal role right now, and like first year out of college, like that's big. 1971, like that's no joke, especially with your first Diamond League meet, man.
Yeah, he did his thing, man. It's a tough field. It's a tough field. So, can he make some noise, make something to shake, and potentially get on that relay? I like the way he runs that turn, Colin. I like the way he runs that turn.
He was looking good coming off the turn, man.
He was looking good off that turn. So, you never know. Time's always going to tell us, but it's looking very bright for Courtney right now.
What was it like for you? So I guess when it was your first international meet coming off, you finished college. What was that? Were there a lot of nerves for you? Like, what do you think he was feeling? You're going up against this, big field. You're in a place you may not have been before. What do you think that was like for him?
I think if I had to relate some of my emotions to him, I think he probably felt like a motivation or drive to kind of let the world know, like, I'm Courtney Lindsey. Like this, I'm not from here. Y'all might not know me, but I'm going to make my statement here. I don't think it's much as like a nervy, like, oh my gosh, like I've never been, like this is weird, foreign territory. I think it's more of all right, let me go show these people. Like, let me show the world my talent. Let me show the world what I've been working on. And I think he spoke on it. It might have been after Tom Jones when they interviewed him. Like, so I just glad I could show people what I've been working on. And I was glad he said that because, it kind of shows that he thinks he deserves and belongs in this space, and he deserves to be doing these things. It's not a surprise to him.
Yeah, I'd agree, because I think a lot of people, I mean, myself included, I was like, yo, the winner here is obviously going to be Letsile Tebogo. I was like, I was kind of writing them off, and it's like, nah, I'm here. Like I belong to be where I'm at. And so I was like, all right, yeah, like you had an excellent NCAA career. It's not just ending there. Like it's continuing. So yeah, he's going to be a problem. I think I'll be excited to see where he continues throughout the rest of this season, getting ready for USAs, but he'll be someone to look out for sure. On a similar note, at that same meet in the 100, we had, I think it was the world lead with Kenny Bednarek in Kenya. He dropped a 9.9. Oh, well, it was 0.22. Okay, so it was a little outside the win legal. I forgot. So it's 2.2. So just outside of it. But 9.91 from Kenny Bednarek, who ends up getting the win. Emmanuel Matadi second with 9.99, and then the person who was probably the hometown favorite, Ferdinand Omanyala, coming in fifth with a 10.03 in Kenya. And it was interesting. He had what looked like a false start, but they let him run anyway. And so it was, that's another big one for Bednarek. I feel like he's the one that just he's been getting written off like his entire career. No one's counting on him making it. And, to open up early like this, like, I feel like it could be dangerous, man.
Definitely could be dangerous. I don't think Kenny's ran this fast this early before, which is a very promising sign for him. Him and Noah, I was at that Tom Jones meet when him and Noah ran that 100 head-to-head, and they both ran 10 flat, 10.00. I think Noah won by thousandths of a second, but Kenny, man, he gets written off. I think it's maybe something to do with his character. He's super quiet, chill guy. I know he's been pushing a lot of content on social media, but wish the best for Kenny too. Like, dude, there's so many good guys in this field running incredible things. Like 991's nothing to scoff at, especially it's April. Like, so Kenny's a heavy hitter, man. Let's see, where he ends up, but that's an impressive time this early in the year.
Yeah, I know a lot of these guys are trying to, especially putting their names in the hat for the that 4x1 and trying to, be in there, because I see all over. So I know we're getting Grant Holloway saying he's like, yo, I need to be in that. Kenny Bednarek, he needs to be in that. Arian Knighton saying he needs to be in that. Can only be 4 spaces, and I got like 8 people that want to be on it. So it's like, somebody's getting left. A couple people getting left out. Who's it going to be? But he's really putting up a good reason why. Like he's been like Mr. Consistent. Like he runs fast often. Like you're not going to see a lot of just like, oh, this is a one-off. Like it's very consistent with where he's running, and that's what's like so impressive, that it's not just a one-time thing. It's a consistent type deal.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah, so it should be
his talent is his work, man, for sure.
Impressive, very impressive.